Hello, my beautiful people. My name is Judith Hart. Many of you knows me as a creative designer, a model, and a content creator. So I've never come out to speak about or to give anything away from fashion industry. Yeah, I've never talked about any subject away from fashion and design industry. So this topic I'm going to talk about is a way, Billy, is community topic, but in most cases it's something they don't talk about it so much. And so I realized when I turned to a new year in July, I realized I can't tolerate some certain things anymore. Okay, I realized I'm past that age. You get? So the topic I'm talking about is sexual harassment. Sexual harassment. Okay, um, this has not been there in my mind, but today's Saturday in my country. I'm from Uganda. Today's Saturday, and it was yesterday. I experienced a very awkward moment yesterday, which is Friday evening. Yes, Friday was yesterday, and it was the day, women's conference at my church. I pray from All Saints Cathedral, and it's alabaster. So, it's overnight. I had planned to go for it, but then I had a client call, so I had to return home because I had to pick something, and since I do not have a personal transport, so I'm like, let me then do overnight online. Yes, so I decided to do overnight online. By the way, you can always join them in their in their services every Sunday, weekdays, All Saints Cathedral, on YouTube and any other platforms. But now, this is not why I am here for. I am here to talk about sexual harassment. Years back, I would take such kind of I don't know, how do I say, if someone's touches you or get to possess their intentions towards you, they do not know you. So let me first give the scenario why I've come to talk about this. This is what happened to me yesterday in the evening. I was so furious. I was so furious that I want to talk about it immediately, but I had already prepared my mind. But I think really tortured me, so like it kind of gave me a whole blow. Like I was out of everything. But I asked the grace because I had to be really physical okay for and mentally okay for overnight. So I could not talk, and today during the day I was busy, so I could not talk about this. Now this is what I engaged. I usually use public means at the times. If you live in Uganda, you get to know the types of taxis. There are those personal taxis that you can hire, and they're better, and there are those ones that you can, it's a public means, you know how they are. And most times I do not really like to sit in front, again also in the near conductor, and I usually, when the taxi is not full, I sat in behind. Now this time around I sat in front, and it was late. Okay, so this is what happened. In front, you get to know that there is a seat between a driver and another, there's a seat between a driver and a passenger, but then still another person that can sit in this small seat. Yeah, yes, I used to like that seat so much when I was in driving school, because I love to see how this driver is driving and so on. But now I'm over it. But still, if you don't get enough seats, you can sit anywhere. If you're in public means you have no choice. So here I come. And so there's this grown-up person, a very grown-up person, I could, he's like a father to me, you know. Now he moved out, I entered, and I sat in between him and a driver. So this is me. When he welcomed me, I was, I was like, okay, hey, you're welcome. Okay, so this is what happens when in my society, or in my place where I grew up from. You find when a young woman or a lady comes out and talk about sexual harassment, most times people start judging her, like, how were you wearing, like what were you putting on, and all sort of that. You get now in that. Most times people are quiet, but people are dying. A lot is happening to young ladies. So old men, stop this. So this is what happens, and it's mostly done by old grown-up men. I feel sorry. So this is what happened. I come in, I sat in. Remember, I realized that this grown-up old man is acting weird, but I thought in years back, I would say that this guy I will start looking at myself that, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm attractive, that's why people are liking me. No, now that I've grown up, I realize that people do have problem. Okay, it doesn't matter whether you're beautiful or you are what. They have their problem, that they are not control. Their self-control, they are just confused, and their, I don't know, addiction is just everywhere. They need to work on themselves. So I sat well, and this guy goes on and like, he was acting weird. Of course, he was all over, but I couldn't take that as serious. Now, what makes me say that sexual harassment in this person is he received a phone call. Okay, all right, you are going to ask me at what time all this happened. It was evening around 7:30 to 8. They are now on travel. He received a phone call. You know, a guy is receiving a phone call, and he has two phones. Here is he called a phone, and somewhere he threw his elbow, guys. He threw his elbow on my arm, and it hit right me there on my breast. Okay, now I'm like, maybe he's on phone, and I pushed myself, and he realized. He was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, it's okay. I pushed myself a little. As I was pushing myself now, I thought he's going to take his arm. The guy refused to take his arm. And me, I can't just grab his arm and throw, because he said he's sorry. I thought it was accidentally. He just threw it, and I realized this is not now something, it's not, no. I start pushing myself near, giving him space. He was all over my seat as well. Remember, this seat is very little, the middle seat for between driver. And so I goes on and extend myself, but he kept pushing himself near me. I was so uncomfortable throughout that travel. And the worst thing that disturbed me was, okay, yesterday I went for an appointment meeting. I submit my application, and they gave me a good person. Like, I was very happy. I was dressed for an office. And you don't ask me if I wear short stuff. Yes, I usually wear dresses on the knee, above the knee. But when you sat in a taxi or in a chair, there's always something that the dress will come out a little bit. Yes, it came out a little bit. So he goes on and put his arm under my thigh, where I sat, and start kind of like as tickling. Oh my God, guys, I want to cry. I was so pissed in my heart. I didn't know what to do to this muse. I didn't know what to do. I can't wait. I want the third driver. I want to go back and sit behind. Oh, I want to stop and get out of the duct. Guys, I was so pissed. This is a sexual harassment. It's so bad. Stop it, grown-up men. Stop it. If you're using public means, be to yourself. Don't start your self-controlled manners. Okay? It's not healthy. No, 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 no. No, no. Mm-mm.